stillness family. In this meditation, I ask that you take 3 deep breaths before entering the meditative state, which is the present moment we call now. Relax and observe your breathing. Thank you. Enjoy. From the base to the crown, you are enlivened, fully energized, activated, and illumined. Thank you. Namaste. Stillness and blessings, everybody. Light a candle for us. Candle of protection. Love and light, health and wholeness. Light a little Egyptian musk for us too. Stillness and blessings, love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness and blessings, love and light, health and wholeness. Let me give y'all a little fragrance. We rocking with Egyptian musk tonight. Stillness and blessings, love and light, health and wholeness. I hope everybody in the highest vibration possible. I'm very energized right now. I'm feeling good. I hope you are too. May everybody be in the highest frequency and best version of oneself possible. I'm gonna get right on off into the forwards because I'm a little later than intended. You know, I had a beautiful build, you know, with some brothers from the Soul family, and which stimulated a few phone words that I'm going to share tonight. So without further ado, we're going to get right on off into it. But before we do, I want to say truth, love, consciousness, inspire, compliment, and encourage. Feel good for no reason at all. Because it feels good when you do. Freedom comes when you realize you don't need anyone or anything to feel good. Your outer life should reflect your inner life. And I say that because life don't require things to be happy. And it's a reason that I'm gonna continue to stress and feed off of things that's gonna be stressing my point about feel good for no reason at all. Because when you get in that momentum, it's an unshakable place. You are the God you are looking for. And if somebody tell you you are God, don't expect them to convince you why. If I tell you you are God, don't expect me to convince you why. Telling you should be more than enough. Only thing that left is for you to activate God in you. Everything that happens, you have thought into your life. Everything is created through thought. It is the true giver of life. Thought is the true giver of life. Not just think. And last but not least, may we all shift from the outer sense and embrace the inner sense in our innocence. And we're going to get off into the ADK loop, book 2, Law of Life. We're going to finish the section of Yahshua. And I'm going to back up a page, otherwise known as Jesus. And I'm going to back up a page just to create a nice flow. Another statement Yahshua gave, which was not recorded, was, I am the fullness of that great light. When he said, greater things than these shall you do, he knew then that as he went on into cosmic activity and would charge or enfold someone that was prepared, in his flame of cosmic momentum, they could then do even greater things than he did. Also, there would be greater opportunities, such as now. He had this instruction we have been given and gave the teaching to approximately 3,000 people. Spiritually, he touched less than 500 life streams in his lifetime. About 500 witnessed his ascension. Yahshua and Mary were at Luxor, Egypt, for about 3 years previous to Yahshua's public ministry. Yahshua, Jesus, and Mary were at Luxor, Egypt for about 3 years previous to Yahshua's public ministry. There, they both took the final initiation given at that retreat. This initiation is to consciously suspend the breath from the body and then after a certain length of time, animate the body again. It's called cessation. This was done in preparation for Yahshua's crucifixion. Yahshua did not suffer when he was on the cross because he had withdrawn his consciousness into his own Christ self or higher mental body. He kept just enough connection with the physical body to enable him to speak those words. Father, how thou hast glorified me, not forsaken me, which he spoke on the cross. When he had been taken off the cross, his outer consciousness again entered the physical body. The 3 days he was in the tomb, he completely purified that body by the use of light rays. When Archangel Gabriel rolled away the stone and he came forth that first Easter morning, he had drawn the purified essence of the physical body into his own Christ self or higher self, and all else was consumed or transmuted. That was done through the action of the resurrection flame. There were only about 20 persons on Palm Sunday who were aware of the action and significance of that resurrection to be, which was an externalization of the victory over death and was not meant to portray the sorrows of crucifixion. He was now the manifestation of the higher self or Christ self, and thus he walked and talked with his mother Mary and some of his friends and disciples for those 40 days. The Christ self or higher self is really consciousness, and one must cultivate its action through your thinking and feeling until you develop the fullness of it. Yeshua had ascended into the Christ self or higher self. That was one step, but he was not yet wholly ascended. The 40th day when he walked up to the top of Bethany Hill and entered the heavens in blazing light, that completed his ascension. When Yeshua ascended into the electronic body of his I Am presence, he poured forth an individualized flame around the heart of every life stream embodied or disembodied, and will sustain it until each one is free in your own ascension. Yeshua, before his ascension, also vowed, as Mary had, to assist those life streams who had lost their lives as babies by the order of King Herod. Yeshua was permitted by the great law to consume, transmute at inner levels at the time of his ascension, some karma for certain life streams. He could reach only some of those who were ready for spiritual enlightenment and who should have been reached during his ministry, but because of lack of transportation and communication and internet facilities, he was unable to reach them. Therefore, the law permitted him to give that assistance then. This has been misconstrued into the idea of vicarious atonement. We were told the one on the cross to the right of Jesus did make the ascension. Yeshua has appeared thousands of times since he ascended from earth. He appeared 21 nights in succession and once 5 days later to a noted artist who painted his portrait. When the painting was finished, he ceased to appear. One of Yeshua's actions is the central sun magnet, which is drawing and directing currents of energy. The fiat for the light as of 1,000 suns to descend if necessary and transmute all human creation was issued the third time, August 27th, 1937, by Yeshua. Yeshua has been Chohan of the sixth ray since after his ascension. January 1st, 1956, he was raised to the position of world teacher along with Kutumi, but still held connection with the Shohanship. Yeshua has golden hair and blue eyes. The music of joy to the world would accompany Yeshua's visitation after. I'm going to back up a phrase because we just about through. Yeshua has been Chohan of the sixth ray since after his ascension. January 1st, 1956, he raised to the position of world teacher along with Kutumi, Kuthumi, but still held connection with the Chohanship. Yeshua has golden hair and blue eyes. The music of joy to the world would accompany Yeshua's visitations after his resurrection and often be heard before they were aware of his presence. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for your questions, inquiries, and donations. Thank you for your support. Thank you just for taking your time to listen. Like, share, subscribe. Stillness and blessings. Love and light. Health and wholeness. Y'all enjoy the rest of this night. Stay safe. 1.